Hello guys, come on into my little Trevecca room tour. So today I am going to be talking a little bit about Georgia Hall, but Georgia Hall is basically the same as Tennessee Hall and Johnson Hall, so everything I say will really relate to those. So wherever you're staying, we're so excited that you're coming in. And if you're a Benson boy, which that's basically for freshmen and sophomores, you're gonna be staying there if you're living on campus. Then if you skip to this little point in the video, it will tell all about Benson and the different measurements and how it differs from the girls' rooms. Okay, so we're gonna start with my bed, which is like highly unmade, all natural. This is really how it is. I have a chair here, and I actually got this chair at Goodwill, and then I painted the little legs to make them cute, but it was like $25, and it made me so happy. And actually, I should show you. It reclines, and it makes my life so great. I highly recommend a chair. So also, I have my piano right on over here. And then up here, this is my bed, like I said. Thank the Lord, it has a guardrail because if it didn't, I'd be on the floor. I have a little header pillow up there, which is nice because then you're not like gonna hit your head on the wall, but I highly suggest getting a bed riser because look how much room this has added to my room just by lifting it. Like, it's life-changing. This is so much room. Also, these beds are extra long beds, so when you buy sheets, make sure that you're buying the extra long sheets because otherwise it won't fit, and that's really important. The one thing about sleeping on this side of the room with it lofted is that you are close to this, and I know that it looks like you're gonna kick yourself or whatever, but I've tried the room in many different positions, and I'll talk about that a little bit later, but this is totally the best position, and you can also lower this like a little bit lower or whatever, so you can really adjust it to whatever if you're worried about this, but this usually is not a problem. Okay, on to the desks. So I actually have my own room. My roommate transferred last year, so I have 2 desks, which has been life-changing, but if you're coming in as a freshman, very much so expect to have a roommate. So this room totally did look different last semester with my roommate, but this is my desk. It's really great. Honestly, I hoard food in the bottom drawers. Like, everyone needs a food drawer, so prepare for that. Also, like, I know you have a meal plan if you're staying here, but I would totally suggest bringing a few snacks and whatever. Morgan behind the camera's like, yes, I agree completely. And then always have some cups. Like, I think I underestimated the fact that you'll need like cups, and you're not gonna just want your water bottle. Like, you're gonna want your water bottle when you're walking to and fro, but like to and fro, that sounds like I'm like 70 years old. Cups are really good to have, especially if you have like friends over. I always keep water by my bed. Oh, also I want to talk about the elephant in the room. How do you get up onto your bed? So if you come over here, there's like a step ladder, but it is hard to climb with that thing. So this is what I do. I like step on this stool thing, and then I step over here. I know it looks scary, but I promise it's not. And I just jump, and I'm up on bed. And the cool thing about this is when you get into bed, like, it's a commitment. And I never sleep during the day because this is a hike. So if you put your bed up high, I'm telling you what, you are going to be one productive person. So awesome thing, we have the desks. They have 3 drawers, 1 and 2 and 3, and then they have this, which this is crazy awesome for just grabbing stuff and going. Okay, so now that I've talked about this part, let's come over here. So this was actually my roommate's bed, and it was lofted before, and I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of that because when both of our beds were lofted, it covered the window and it was extremely dark. I highly suggest not covering the window. Like, do not cover the window. It just lightens the mood so much if you're in here with the window open. I would suggest for people, you really want to have curtains because it is bright and there are blinds that come down, but you're gonna want curtains. And honestly, I kind of wish that I had room darkening curtains. Morgan's like, yes. Morgan's the awesome girl behind the camera. We love her! These curtains do not block out light, so if you do not sleep well with light, get yourself some room darkening curtains. So I've kind of turned this into my couch, but ideally this is going to be a bed. Also, the cool thing about our beds is that both of our beds come like this, but one of them comes like this much higher I have the bed ends for this in my closet actually because I have the bed loft. So if you have the bed loft, you won't need your bed ends, and one of you can pick like to do the short bed or like the one that's like a foot taller than this. Da, 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 da. If you have the mirror right here, this also makes the room feel so much bigger. Would not cover this up. And the cool thing about decorating at Trevecca is you can use, what are those called, command hooks? Yes, but you can also use hot glue. These windows, by the way, if you're looking for measurements, are over 5 feet long because I just bought, what are these called, tension rods? Get yourself a tension rod. Oh, you have to have it. And that's basically something that just pushes up like this. I guess I would recommend Walmart. Your windows are bigger than they appear, so get one that goes past 5 feet. Also, I just have like random things hanging here. Like these are some of my coats. I know I'm extra, I'm so sorry. But you can have literally whatever. My roommate had like an organization thing right here. So you for real can do whatever. But we're gonna go into the bathroom because I want to give you a feel for the bathrooms. And this is how all the bathrooms are in Johnson, in Georgia, and in Tennessee. Also, come on in. The bathroom is attached to your suite mate's room. So this is, sneak peek, my suite mate's room. They're actually not here right now because it's a break. And I put up these pictures, like I just painted them really quick before I came. In the shower, there are 3 shelves on the side and 3 shelves on this side. So with the shelving, it's really awesome because everyone can have plenty of shelf room. A lot of people wonder, like, am I gonna have to bring like shelving to put my shampoo and stuff in? We've thought about that a lot, and no one really told us like what the showers were gonna look like, but you won't need shelving. But I know a lot of people have shelving. Do you, Morgan?
I have a rack that goes over the toilet, and it's wonderful.
Oh, where'd you get that?
Walmart, $8.
Morgan, like, I don't know if you can like squeeze in here. I keep my sponge right here because I don't want it on the floor when other people are showering. So yeah, that's just a tip, okay? There's a little shelf right here. You can literally put whatever you want there. They actually provide that for you. And the toilet paper is in the, like, we should show them the closet. That would be really good. We'll show you the closet later. Okay, so they provide us with cleaning supplies. Did you have to bring a plunger for your toilet or no?
They're in the closet.
Okay, so you already have plungers. I think you have everything to clean the bathroom with. Yeah. The only thing they don't usually provide is paper towels.
They don't
paper
provide
towels. Yeah. So probably get yourself some paper towels or like some cleaning cloths because that's really important.
Clorox wipes.
So over here, this is like literally so messy. I didn't clean it up. Real life. This is my fridge. I actually totally painted it and put glitter all over it. I know that's kind of embarrassing, but like I'm not yet. Give us a real close shot. There's no one else's room that's like this sparkly, so don't get freaked out. Like you're not expected to decorate like this. Oh, but I have to show you this wall. Ah! Okay, so this wall, I spray painted frames I got from Goodwill. The really cool thing about being at Trevecca is the fact that when you're in the bathroom, you don't have to use the bathroom sink because, you know why? There is no bathroom sink. The sink is in here, which is so awesome for getting ready in the morning. They have this shelf here. The storage under here is crazy awesome. Like, it is so good. That's where we keep all our toothbrushes, whatever. Funny thing about Trevecca is you have to figure out the lighting in your room because if you look up, there is a light on the ceiling that is very fluorescent and bright, but I just keep this light on all the time because it's warmer light and it totally lights up the rest of the room. And also if you get like a ring light, which I know that's maybe extra, but my ring light helped a lot, or you can get like other lamps or whatever to brighten up the room. And we have some more lighting if you see underneath here, which is great, a little hanging lamp. And then also lighting wise, I have some lighting here. These are literally from Walmart. They were like $6. Oh, also the table, I forgot, that was like $12. And then I just have pictures hanging, again, with hot glue and command sticky things that has been really, really helpful. There's another mirror over here, which is awesome. Oh, let me also tell you about the closet. So, don't judge, it's kind of messy, but I have my closet here, and you're gonna have to share a closet with your roommate, so be prepared. That's just how it's gonna be. I don't because I don't have a roommate. Captain Obvious. I keep my little dressers in here because it creates so much more room. Is that what you do, Morgan?
Mine are in my closet.
Yeah, it's so nice. And like it is hard if you have longer dresses. Like this is my shirt side. I try to color code stuff, but my dresses aren't color coded. But over here, I have the longer things and there's room to like hang them over the side. It's a mess. Don't look. Oh my goodness! So look up here, there's so much room. And normally my laundry, like I have a huge laundry basket that goes up here. Yes. And I just throw my laundry up there and it helps so much. So the freshman floors, if you think about this, the freshman floors are second floor and third floor. So we're on second floor right now, but third floor and second floor are always freshman floors because freshmen get to walk. So the room measurements, they are 11 feet by 16 feet. Like I said, the window is a little bit over 5 feet. It's like 5 feet 4 inches exactly. Oh, you know what? Look at my little floor. You have to get a rug. Do you have a rug?
Yeah, I have a rug.
If you don't have a rug, your feet will be so cold and it'll just feel more like home if you have a rug. I actually have 2 rugs. I have this little rug here that I cut from like Joann's fabric. For boys in Benson, what you should expect is you're gonna go down your halls, and in the halls, they're actually pretty wide, the halls. There's a door, and so it'll like say like 4 blah 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 blah, and then you go in and there's like a little space that's like half the size of this room. And sometimes guys put like couches in there, like their video gaming equipment or like whatever they do, their hobbies, they do music in there, whatever. As soon as you walk in here, you're in the room, and then there are 4, I think it's 4 suites. Yeah, there's 4, and each room has 2 guys in it, and there's one single room that's smaller that has only 1 guy in it. And then they have, I hate the word communal, like bath and shower, because it's not really, but they have 2 like toilets and like 2 sinks and 2 showers. They have their sinks not in their rooms, but their closets are actually so much bigger. They're open closets, so they're not big, but they take up a whole wall. Like say they would take up this entire wall, and they're open and they have tons of shelving. But if you're a guy, then that is kind of what you should expect. I know a lot of guys do different things with their room. I also kind of want to talk about room setup. I do believe that this is the best way to set up your room. So having the bed, the desks, the bed. I did have my bed like this for a while, where it was tall standing here. I had my desk, like it was like long like this. I had my desk here. My suite mate had her desk here and her bed lifted here. It's not really the best situation just because like you can't really see each other as much. This feels more like open and communal space. But also some people do the thing where they take this bed and they put it underneath this bed, and then they put like a dresser here, and that creates a lot of room. So it's kind of really just whatever you want to do. A couple things about the room. So roommate selection, it can be kind of overwhelming, and I totally understand that. So the way it works, you fill out a sheet online. You can do that where they find people for you that match well. You can fill out different things that you value, like what time you go to bed, again, like what you like the temperature at, how you study, what kind of music you listen to, and it can match you with people. But really, I think the way that people find roommates, you can come to orientation, which is in June, but you don't have to find a roommate that way, and I couldn't because I was out of town. And so I was kind of stressed, like what am I gonna do? And I was actually overseas most of the summer, and so finding a roommate was really overwhelming. And what they told me was, okay, just go on the Facebook page and like put a post. There's a freshman Facebook page every year that a new class comes in. You can just make a post, say, hey, I'm looking for a roommate, these are some of the things I value, and then people will contact you and you can talk with them. And I FaceTimed like 3 or 4 people before I found the roommate that I felt like was perfect for me. But I really liked that selection way. And then there's like group chats that like we had, getting to know people, so you knew people when you came in. You do get to set the temperature in your room. I believe that it is so important to find a roommate that you want the same temperature with, because you don't want to be uncomfortable in your room. So I would definitely ask questions like that. And another huge question I would ask when you're trying to find a roommate is, what time do you go to bed? Because that is a make it or break it question. If they go to bed at 9 or 10 and you go to bed at 1, it's not gonna happen. In all seriousness, you really need to make sure that that is similar, because it's very, very hard to work with that. Oh, also a huge thing that I didn't talk about is have a trash can. Like, make sure there's a trash can in the bathroom, and there's a trash can, ideally bigger trash can in your room. My trash can is very small this year, and I have to take the trash out like every 3 or 4 days, which the trash is right near Georgia Hall. It's like right on the side of it. So if you live in Georgia, it's nice. If you live in Tennessee or in Johnson, then it's a little bit of a farther walk, but it's not terrible. I also wanted to talk about the room setup, because I think I glazed over that a little bit. When you come into your room, the 2 beds will be on the sides that I have them on, but they'll be in their like wooden form, like the wooden ends. then the desks will be back to back in the middle of the room, and the 2 dressers will be back to back in the middle of the room. And that is what people call the hate your roommate setup. Which that doesn't mean you hate your roommate, but some people keep it like that. And I'm just gonna tell you now, like, it closes off the room so much. It does create a lot of privacy. So if you and your roommate agree that you want privacy, then that's totally the way to go. But it's kind of a joke. It's like the I hate your roommate setup, but it's not true because I know a lot of people that have that don't. But I do believe that this is the most like workable, relaxing thing, and then you can have lots of people over and there's places to sit and like open spaces, so I think that's really important. I also talked about the beds and how the bed that I'm sitting on that I turned into my couch is on the lowest end thing, but again, you can get longer, taller ones. This is the higher bed that I was talking about. If you see, where's my little finger? Oh, there it is. If you see, those bed poles are way taller. They reach almost to the window. So this is really great for storage. Just remember though, each room does not come with 2 high beds. It comes with 1 high and 1 low, like my bedroom. Storage is awesome. And I honestly would recommend doing 1 bed loft over there and then 1 tall end if this is gonna be a bed, because then you have tons of storage space under your bed. I actually have my shoes under my bed because it's short. And this is another one of the room setups where the beds are a little bit different and the desk is here. I'm going to talk about bed risers. Bed risers, if you don't want to buy a bed loft, you can go to Walmart and they're like these little plastic tall things that you get a pack of 4 and you can set your bed on top of them. And some people stack bed risers to make their beds really tall. That's a little sketchy. Can kind of topple if you stack too many. But if you put 1, it can even make your bed that was like the bed I showed you, the super tall windowsill one, it can make that much taller. Room checks are another thing that I want to talk about. So once a week, they do room checks to make sure your room's clean. They kind of tell you at the beginning of the year what's expected, and then they come through and check your room. You will get fined if it's not clean. It's swept, the mirrors are cleaned, the sink's cleaned. They like you to mop as well. I kind of spot mop. You sweep, you vacuum. You do that once a week, and they set the day that they do that. There's also a sheet in the bathroom that you and your suite mates sign up for. And so each week someone signs their name on it, and that person is responsible for cleaning the bathroom that week. And this is so crucial because obviously you want to stay clean, but if you don't have that sheet hanging in your bathroom, you will get fined. So you're going to want to make sure to have that, and they're going to tell you all this when you get here. But I just wanted to give you a little heads up. It sounds really overwhelming, but I promise it's not. You're going to be so great. I'm again speaking for the girls. I don't know if the guys have that situation going on with the sheet, but I do know that they have to clean their bathroom once a week, and they also have room checks. Okay, so now I want you guys to come out here for just a second. It's gonna be kind of dark, sorry. Usually there are string lights hanging, but our string lights burnt out. But if you come down here, there is a little closet where you have all your whatever you want to call it. So there's a utility closet, and in the utility closet basically you can just find all the cleaning supplies. There's a vacuum, there's toilets, all the stuff. You can mop if you want. They do want you to mop. They have sponges and stuff. Yeah, so that's really important, but don't worry about getting a vacuum because they will have a vacuum for you. There's a water fountain at the end of the hall too, if you want that. The RAs always decorate the halls really, really cute, so that's fun as well. And then there's also something called a night check, which the RAs do as well. We do have curfew if you're a freshman coming in. Curfew is at 12 during the week and at 2 on Saturday and Friday. Once you're a sophomore, it's 2 every night, and if you live in the apartments, then there's no curfew, but you won't get there usually until you're a junior. You can move to the apartments when you have 50 credit hours. There are a lot of electrical outlets. There's 1 in each desk, and then each desk plugs in the wall. I use a lot of lights, so there's probably not enough for me. I do use extension cords that have extra little plugs in them. So I would definitely bring a couple of those when you come. Bring some extension cords. Also, a decorating item that I really, really love are tapestries. Tapestries are really fun. They cover walls. They just make it exciting. So you saw, I have one behind my reclining chair. My suite mates have a couple. I think I'll show them to you as well. Those are a really fun way to decorate. I say DIY all the way. I didn't show you guys the pictures on the wall. I painted all of those. It's really cool because it's kind of expensive to decorate dorms and stuff. And so this picture right here, I literally found at Goodwill. It was a football picture, and then I just spray painted over it and painted it. And then I just had canvases that I painted with and like spray painted different things, and also the tassels that you saw all around my room. Those tassels I just cut out of tissue paper and made the pom-poms, and the little triangle things, I made the triangle things just out of fabric, and then the pom-poms are like $3 at Walmart to have a string of them. You can find really affordable things to do. So I have lots of decorations here, but I want to talk about this wall a little bit. So I bought these like green, I don't know what they're called, just like plant thingies on Amazon. I'll actually link them in the description below. And then I just got spray paint and spray painted them, and they were like $12 for all 12 of them. Not a big issue. I also have like these that I DIY'd, so I spray painted all these cute little bottle things. I'm really into glitter if you haven't noticed, so glitter's like everywhere. I lose keys and everything so easily. Keep your little student ID in this bag. If you just keep it in a bag, it'll read through a bag because it's not barcode scanning. It's like there's a magnet in or something, so you can just tap it against the scanners for your meal plan. I keep that with my room key all together. It's so helpful. And then I put it right on the side of my door, just like this. And then every time I leave, I don't forget my key, and it's been a wonderful game changer. This is really important. So in each lobby, they have a water dispenser. Like if you don't want to drink out of the sink, I drink out of the sink and I think it's totally safe. But if you don't want to, they have like a water filterer. They also have where it makes warm water and hot water. So like whenever I want to make tea, I just go down there. It's so easy. It takes like 30 seconds to walk. You can do it. And you just put some hot water in. And the lobby is really cool because RAs, one RA every night sits down there from 7 to 2 a.m. and they kind of watch the door. You can go sit down there with them and talk to them if you want. During their lobby duty, you can study with them. In your dorm, there will be a fire check every semester. So there's gonna be one night every semester that they wake you up at like 12:15 and they wear cute little fire hats and they're like, it's fire time, and you have to go outside. I am so excited. If you are coming to Trevecca, I'm just pumped to see you. It's such an exciting time and it's so overwhelming. Like, I get it. It's scary. And even as someone that's like very extroverted coming in, I was like, what if I don't find my place? And Trevecca is so friendly and so welcoming. The teachers here are amazing. Everything is so welcoming here. I'm really excited for you to come. It is going to be such a journey, and it's crazy how much God can teach you through all of this. So I'm just so excited for you and cannot wait to meet each and every one of you.